My name is not Flipper.
Hello and welcome back to the Recap Reviews. Today I'm going to be looking over Gali Nuva. Set number is 8570, the amount of parts in the set is 44, and at time of release, the set was approximately $8. So, here we have the upgraded 2002 version of Gali. So let's talk a little bit about the pros. Right off the bat, I'd have to say the consistency between Gali 2.0 and Gali 1.0. The blue color scheme is kept and it's pretty much the exact same, which is nice to see considering that nothing has changed aside how she looks. Another pro would definitely be the function, I'd say. Now the function, true to Toa Mata form, is when you turn the gear here, the arms will move. And she's kept her extremely symmetrical look throughout the transformation. So that's nice to see. Another pro would probably be the addition of hands. Actual hands! Which is actually really nice and refreshing from the original Gali Mata, who did not have any hands but instead had hooks. So, with those very basic pros out of the way, another one would probably be the added armor and the actual upgraded look. There is an honest upgrade here. But aside from that, what are the cons? Now the cons are very simple. No moving knees or elbows. And the neck doesn't move either, which is annoying. And probably the gear system. Now, I know some people wouldn't like the gear system because it does not help with posing and photographs. Now here is a little contraption. It's one gear and one 3-long axle. You just stick it right into this axle point right here. Right there, the gears will mesh and the arms will no longer move. So the problem is pretty much solved. So, here, that is pretty much Gali Nuva, right there. But, I'm going to go a little bit further here. Since this is an upgrade, I'm going to put Gali Nuva over here and compare her to her original counterpart, Gali Mata. So, the differences here are actually a lot more than with Toa Nuva and Toa Mata. First of all, Gali Nuva is definitely a lot wiser looking. In the story, she's very wise, and this look is actually conveyed a lot better in her Nuva form. The mask is solid. It's not transparent like it was in Gali Mata, which, that's debatable whether or not that's a good or a bad thing. I personally see that as kind of more of a good thing, because it gives Gali Nuva a more coherent look. It adds her to the part of the Nuva team without separating her in a very, actually drastic way. So, what else has changed? The legs have changed and the arms have changed. The wise part is what I primarily want to drive home here, because it almost looks like these arms here, which are the leg pieces, they almost look like the ends of robes, which kind of give her a more wiser feeling. Now, as far as the mask goes, they actually really did keep the entire kind of shape of it down. It's a lot wider on Gali Nuva, but you can see the resemblance. The kind of tube-ness here. She kind of looks like she has more gills almost. This kind of the spokes here kind of look like the visor there. This kind of arrow thing kind of kept, and definitely the most obvious feature is the triangular mouth. So I'm very impressed on how they did this. They kept the majority of the original look without changing it too much, but just enough to convey this is Gali but upgraded. Now, final thing I'd like to get across, and this is something the Mata can't do, is that Gali Nuva has another function. This goes in the way of her weapons. Her weapons, by the way, are axes. Now, normally this isn't a very watery look, neither are Gali Mata's hooks, but it's these propellers that are. I feel that's a great inclusion. Now, Gali Nuva's function It uses the axes. Down here on her feet, she has these kind of rod things. Now, take it out, both of them, without dropping them. And you take the axes, put the axe on her feet like so, and line up this little hole thing with this. Take the rod, put down here, and you have yourself certified fin. That honestly is fantastic. That drives the water feel right home. So that's fantastic. Not only do you have fins on the Toa of Water, you have propellers. That is an amazing upgrade to Gali. So overall, I feel that this does a great job of capturing how Gali Mata actually looked, but giving it a definitive upgrade. I feel that's great. Guess the last thing to mention is that another con in some people's opinion, also a pro maybe, would be the addition of silver. Personally, that gives the team a lot more of a solidified, coherent dynamic, but some people might say it ruins the pure elementalness. So that is Gali Nuva. Thank you all for watching this review. I hope you've enjoyed it. Next week, I'll be going over Gali Nuva. So I hope to see you all there. Thank you all for watching very much.